My name's Parkin. I'm responsible for our business with banks and digital channels at BlackRock. Ultimately, day to day, I'm helping our clients, which tend to be banks, wealth managers, digital players, build better investment and technology solutions. I think the key takeaways from the discussion were a few things. Firstly, like the COVID pandemic has massively accelerated and accentuated a number of trends that were already in play. Those trends being how do people build better portfolios, scale advice and advisors, reach more clients, the operational infrastructure, improving the operational infrastructure that sits underneath the industry, and also sort their data. And I think, like over the last 2 years, we've seen a massive leap forward in people understanding and needing to deal with those trends. And it's actually produced a really nice sort of momentum behind sort of the wealth tech movement. Yeah, I mean, BlackRock's mission is to help more and more customers help their customers experience well-being. So whether that's through technology or through delivering sort of easier to understand, simple investment solutions that can really bring in lots and lots of people into the investing space. I think that's the key one. I think for a long period of time, the responsibility for retirement, the responsibility for your future has been up to the state and the corporate, so your company or the state. Whereas that responsibility is shifting into the individual. And I'm not sure there's an individual that understands that responsibility. Like what, how, when does she invest? How does she move from being a saver to an investor? And so I think BlackRock's very, very keen in helping customers with technology through our Aladdin business, as well as investment solutions, which really connect to the end client. Yeah, I think there are a few. I think there are data aggregation is going to be increasingly important. This idea of creating your personal financial hub, I think is closer than many people realize, and data is absolutely key to this. This is the idea that rather than managing your money in spreadsheets or on 15 apps, you actually have it in kind of one place, potentially in 2 or 3 apps. But those apps are delivering you multiple services. So whether it's wealth or insurance or banking, all in one place. So I think that's the first one. The second one is obviously sustainability, and sustainability in and around. I think we've done a very good job at a corporate level thinking about sustainability. Actually, at a personal level, what is my carbon footprint? What's her carbon footprint? Getting an idea of that. Through your movements and through how your friction and your payments on a day-to-day basis, and then how do you start to offset that? And there are a few really exciting firms doing stuff like that out there. But sustainability, I think, is going to be absolutely key. We see almost every new investment solution we deliver to customers is deep in sustainability. It's become a kind of requirement, a non-negotiable. So those things. So if I had to highlight 2 of them, they would be the 2. I mean, do you know what? It's just fantastic to be back here, speaking to people, networking, just catching up with people. There's always content out there that you can look at and read, and this content's been great. But actually, seeing the whites of people's eyes, having a coffee with them, catching up with that little snippet you hear, kind of as you're moving through the corridors. Let's catch up. I've got something I want to talk to you about. Those trigger points. It's just been fantastic. It's time away from the desk. It's time to think freely. And it's time to, people talk about innovation, right? And a lot of, that's what, technology and fintech is all about. But actually it's very, very hard to innovate when you're at your desk doing your job, on a day-to-day basis. And things like this, whether it's being by the river and just feeling a bit more sort of open and free, or just kind of having time away from the desk to think about kind of actually things that go on in the industry and little things that come through from the conversations you have, from the presentations you see, where you think, okay, I should go away and investigate that. So I think they're absolutely critical, not just for kind of, the network effect, not just because it's a sector effect, but also just it keeps us innovating.